Adam Seward had another question. Which fringe NBA talent's game do you think has the most upside in becoming a star in the EuroLeague?
I think Augustus should start answering this question first. Right?
Why me, though?
Because you're the expert right here on this table.
You're the analyst.
And you watch press conferences. And
yeah.
I think 2 names here that I have. It's Ty Washington. He is now on a 2-way deal with Milwaukee. He's a 2022 first-round pick by the Thunder, 29th pick. He played in Houston last year. Didn't play much, I think around 15 minutes per game. Traded this summer to Milwaukee. This season, he has only 2 games. He spent most of his time in the G League. Guard, 1 meter, 91 centimeters, only 22 years old. So he's, I don't think he's coming to the Europe quickly because he wants to stay in the NBA. But he is a crazy scorer. Like, that guy can do just everything.
So what's not letting him play in the NBA instead of coming? Why is he a fringe NBA player then? Quickly, like, if you could
I don't
summarize.
know, man. It's like, it's about fit, environment that you are in. He's a player that needs ball in his hands. And when you have Dame, when you have Chris Middleton, when you have Giannis on your team, you're going to be a spot-up shooter at the most. And, he needs the ball in his hands, and he needs to get better as a player too for the NBA level. But I think he's really promising, and I would love to see him in Europe.
Who you got?
I looked at this question from a different perspective. And the first thing that came to my mind were European options for the EuroLeague and for the upcoming off-season, actually. And I had a kind of quiz question for you guys. What is the most demanding or high-demand position right now in the EuroLeague besides point guard position?
Power forward.
Exactly. And there's one interesting stretch 4 option in the NBA, which might actually leave the NBA. He got a good contract recently.
Davis Bertens.
And if, it's that. I had another question, so.
He's sitting on the bench on the OKC. It was like power forward, best shooter. He's sitting on the bench. It was easy.
His contract's for another 2 years or something?
No, it's basically expiring. I think he's on an expiring contract. And he's not playing. So
and he made enough though now to just live wherever in Europe.
Exactly.
Like a pimp, probably.
He signed 80 million contract. His last contract was 80 million contract. And I heard that he's being targeted by EuroLeague teams already. And I also went through the list of players that at least I heard in the last year, in the last few months, those names who were linked to some EuroLeague teams. And my list would include Frank Ntilikina, Sandro Mukelashvili, Furkan Korkmaz, Danilo Gallinari, Svi Mikhailiuk, Patty Mills, but it might be not the European option. It might be Australia. Ishmael Wainwright is not the European player, but he was like borderline EuroLeague guy.
Nice option there.
And I think who's also worth to follow, the case worth to follow is Usman Garuba, Boban Marjanovic, and Alexei Pokushevsky.
I can't believe you just not answered the question. Which one player's game would have the most upside was the question.
I mean, and a lot of these guys don't have the upside, but it's just the not things. Don't worry. You will get used to it. Don't worry.
I'm just bringing different perspective. I'm giving some insight, guys. I just mentioned 7 NBA guys who might actually end up playing in EuroLeague.